A moment can change everything. Friction becomes ignition. A spark lights a fire. Because life happens at the edge of now and what's next. We've reached an inflection point where AI meets the physical world, creating new opportunities. Humanity has entered a moment where cities move with us. Clinics learn from every interaction. Factories adapt to changes automatically. And critical failures are prevented before they even occur. To seize this opportunity, you need an open platform that connects what already exists and lets you innovate without constraints. You need partners with proven edge technology and expertise, helping you turn ambitious ideas into reality at scale. Because the right technology is only as powerful as the ecosystem behind it. Together, we can turn every sensor into intelligence, every decision into action, and every moment at the edge into a reaction that reshapes the world.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm showing up with a mic, so that means two things. Either it's going to be a very short introduction or they're going to do karaoke. I think it's not going to be karaoke today. So, yeah, hey, it's great to be here back in the Nuremberg, just the day before Embedded World kicks off. It's always super exciting for us to see so many of our partners at one location, giving the flavor of where we are as a company and making sure we provide you with the latest insights on what's happening and what's about to be going on in our industry. So, as today, we know that the compute industry is in a defining moment. Everybody is talking about AI, and AI is clearly driving a massive transformation for our industry. But it's not only AI, there is more than AI. When you look at the compute environment, it means much more. It's from the client to the edge, to the cloud, to the data center and the network infrastructure. So much more. And we as Intel, our ambition is to lead in all these segments with all the new product developments we are driving today. And although leading technology and leading silicon is essential, it doesn't define us and it doesn't define the compute industry. That is done by an ecosystem. That's done through partners like yourself. So we're here together with a partner ecosystem to ensure we continue to drive innovation. And it's through our program with the Intel Partner Alliance, which brings this ecosystem together. We have more than 1,000 companies thriving in this ecosystem. It's what really makes a difference in driving innovation and solution. And most of you are part of our program, which is absolutely essential. And we, as Intel, are not only committed to this industry, which you will see today and going forward at the event, but also from a manufacturing point of view. We're now more than 35 years having our manufacturing site in Ireland with our latest data center product, the Xeon 6, being manufactured in full capacity at that site, which also helps us in Europe to establish a sovereign and secure supply chain, which is also what we need in this region. And with the great innovation we have with our partners, like yourselves and Intel and our manufacturing, and all those things together, will lead us to more innovation in this region. So let's wait and let's hear more from our Senior VP of our Compute and Client and Edge division, Jim Johnson. So let's listen to the video and enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Welcome to Embedded World 2026, and thank you for joining us today. At Intel, we provide advanced foundry services and innovative products for PCs, data centers, and edge computing. Our new Intel Core Ultra Series 3 processors are the first built on Intel's 18A process node, and they are designed for AI PCs and edge applications. AI is augmenting computing at the edge and completely transforming industries like manufacturing, healthcare, retail, and smart cities. We are excited about the opportunities, and we look forward to partnering with all of you to drive innovation and new possibilities forward. I hope you have a fantastic show at Embedded World. Now, please join me in welcoming Dan Rodriguez to share more about Intel's vision for the edge.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here and have the opportunity to reconnect with so many familiar faces. This event, the Embedded World, is one of the industry's largest and most significant for the edge industry. Now, the edge is undergoing a lot of innovation, and we're seeing so much transformation happening across many different industries, and that creates growth and possibilities for us to collaborate and truly win together. And today, I'm excited to have the opportunity to share some news about Intel products and also talk about how we as a community can advance AI at the edge. AI is now part of every conversation. But when you think about AI in the data center looks quite different than AI in the edge. The edge has unique requirements. And if you look at where we started more than 4 decades ago, we were designing fixed function embedded designs. Now, if you look at what we're doing going forward, we've seen IoT take off. We've seen more and more connected devices with better data analytics. We started the journey together to modernize the edge infrastructure, move it from fixed function appliances to more software-defined, leveraging data center technologies like virtualization of containers to consolidate more and more workloads on intelligent nodes. The camera became the primary sensor on the edge. This drove advances in computer vision, spurring creativity in use cases like manufacturing defect detection, quality management in restaurants, and of course, healthcare imaging. And now, there's a new wave of AI. A new wave of AI is emerging. We're seeing generative AI, agentic AI, and physical AI come to the edge. But these are not the same models or the same LLMs that you see in the data center. At the edge, you will see vision language models and vision language action models, or VLMs and VLAs for short. And these models, they combine computer vision and advanced AI. But most importantly, they provide more context and understanding behind the video or the scene they're analyzing, much beyond just object recognition. They search, they compare, they contrast, they respond, and they act all in real time. And this presents a lot of opportunity for all of us in this room to truly advance AI at the edge together. These advances in AI are new, but Intel is not new to this space. We've been your partner for decades. And we know what it takes to be your partner. You need a partner that has the right reliable products, the right customer support, and the right market know-how. And Intel is uniquely capable of being that partner and driving the next wave of growth with you. We have expertise in what truly matters. Take Linux for a second. Intel is the top contributor to the Linux kernel. And yeah, you might say, of course, but there are many contributors to Linux kernel. But consider this. Over the last decade, our upstream contributions have surpassed the combination of AMD, Qualcomm, and NVIDIA. So when you have a Linux challenge, we'll answer. And of course, we have you covered on Windows too. Now our markets, they're highly fragmented. And there's many different use cases and many different customers. And our customer support team is there to help you start your new products, but also support your legacy solutions. We've supported over 10,000 customer enhancements a year with over 500 customers across dozens of platforms, half of which, or close to half of which, are 5 years or older. Most recently, we supported an aerospace company that came to us with their 2011 solution and the need to migrate to a new core processor, but ensure they can meet their S3 entry and exit times, which means resume and go back to sleep state. We supported them. The bottom line is we are here to help you keep your products running. Our industries are changing, AI is changing, but one thing that will not change is Intel as your partner on the edge. Now we know that industrial-ready solutions are really critical for the embedded market, and you're counting on us to deliver products that truly stand up to the job, both stable and rugged. And we're committed to invest in these edge capabilities across our roadmap. And today, I'm pleased to be able to announce our newest Intel Core Series 2 processor with P-cores. This processor is built for the industrial edge. It supports embedded use conditions, industrial use conditions, and we know that real-time deterministic control is critical. So we packed it with features like time-coordinated computing and time-sensitive networking. Additionally, this product is compatible with our prior 3 generations of core processors, previously known as Alder Lake and Raptor Lake, which means you can put this within the same platform and get a performance boost without changing out your platform, extending your ROI. With this addition to the roadmap, we continue to offer more flexibility and more choice across the embedded landscape. And with that, I'd like to invite Mike Massey on stage to share more.
Hey, thank you, Dan, and thank you all for being here today. So Dan talked about deterministic real-time computing, right? Sounds like a lot of jargon. What is that exactly, and what does that mean? So let me illustrate for those who don't know. So I'll start with an example in manufacturing. Today's factory floor is populated often by robotics and automation. And oftentimes you have robotic arms that may be doing different tasks like assembly, inspection, packaging. Well, what happens when one of the robot arms decides, I'm going to go faster than the others? You get a technical term that I call oops, which is, oops, I dropped the product. And what happens? Your yields drop. And in manufacturing, precision is everything. So when we talk about real-time determinism, what we mean is no oops. So I'll give you another example. In medical devices, where you may have to do some diagnostics, for example, like heart monitoring or an ECG. What happens when the difference between signal versus noise is just milliseconds? You have to know that the diagnostics that are being done are happening at the right time by the right computing. And so, in summary, when you think about real-time deterministic computing, the stakes of the edge are high. When you think about our Intel Core and our Intel Core Ultra platforms, especially enabled by all of the Linux enabling that Dan mentioned before, as well as our Intel time-coordinated computing, we really rise to the task and the challenge. So, speaking of rising to the challenge and being up to the tasks, Dan just introduced the beautiful Intel Core Series 2 processor. This was purpose-built for industrial and edge deployments, where consistency, longevity, and real-time determinism matter just as much as raw compute. So, speaking of raw compute, still great at that, Series 2 delivers up to 12 performance cores and up to 1.5x gen-on-gen performance in multi-threaded performance. As Dan mentioned, Series 2 is also compatible across 12th through 14th generation Intel Core processors, allowing for full drop-in compatibility from both a hardware and a software perspective, and allowing for seamless upgrades. And then software matters just as much as hardware when it comes to our platforms. And so you think about what comes along with the Edge promise that Dan mentioned before. Full LTS support for Linux and Windows. We also are supporting Windows Server for the first time in our Intel Core product for this generation, which means that customers can take advantage of the performance upside that we're delivering with the 12 P cores and implementations where Windows servers make sense. We're also delivering our Intel time-coordinated computing consistent with what we've done with Edge. So overall, we're delivering a full platform solution. So in summary, Intel Core Series 2 is built for the Edge. We're delivering to critical industries with real-time and determinism. So I just told you what this product can do, but we're an engineering company. We speak with data. So let me show you what it can do with data. So we compared the Intel Core Series 2 processor with 65 watts ISO TDP to an AMD 9700X. So you can see here we're also using idle condition measurements, so it's a fair comparison. Here we have a higher base frequency on AMD's product. So you might think, great, higher base frequency, that means higher performance and that determinism in real time that I mentioned. But remember, it's all about the platform and it's all about real-time determinism. So when you look at it, we are delivering 2.5x more deterministic scheduling behavior and up to 3.8x better predictable performance under load. And that's measured by industry standard benchmarks of cyclic test and RTC test bench. And as I said before, it's all about the platform, not just the CPU cores. And so when you're using PCIe for accelerators or for any peripherals, we're showing 4.4x lower max PCIe latency, which is driven by the work that we do between PCIe to memory paths to make sure that's consistently stable. So in summary, Intel Core Series 2 is leadership in real-time and determinism. And this is exactly what critical edge deployments need. So I've talked about what the product is. I've talked about what it can do from a numbers perspective. Now it's the most exciting part. It's what our customers can do with the product. So I just have 4 examples here, among many, of great partners that are taking advantage of this product and changing the edge. So first, we have Nuracle. They're a cutting-edge vision AI solution provider. They're delivering faster defect detection in manufacturing, as well as they're accelerating imaging analysis in medical devices. Second, Symos. They're a leading video analytics solution provider that are enabling richer, more efficient video analytics, which is allowing customers to add more cameras and cut energy use, ultimately resulting in better TCO. An example from warehouse automation, XYZ Robotics, a partner of ours. They're improving overall warehouse productivity, and they're reducing compute-related delays. That's just shortening planning cycles and ultimately minimizing idle time, which makes their factory more efficient. And then finally, in industrial control and virtual PLC, CodeSys is helping industrial customers consolidate more virtual PLCs onto fewer systems, which enables compact, cost-efficient designs for the factory of the future. So these are just 4 examples. It's inspiring to see what you all as our partners are doing with this new product, as well as what you'll do more now that we've launched. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Dan, who's going to go a little deeper on the Intel Core Series 2 with a very special guest.
Yes, thank you, Mike. All right. I'd like to invite a company using our new Core Series 2 processor to deliver a solution in some of the most demanding industrial environments. With that, I'd like to invite our long-standing partner, Siemens, to the stage, and Katrine Kuntz, who is the head of Siemens Symatec IPC. Welcome, Katrine.
Thank you, Dan. I'm excited to be here.
So industrial environments definitely present some unique challenges, and Siemens is known to deliver high-quality solutions in some of those tougher environments. Could you maybe talk through some of your design considerations when you're considering a next-generation industrial PC?
Absolutely. Now, industrial environments demand uncompromising reliability without sacrificing performance. We need processors with continuous, confidential, and consistent and deterministic performance for mission-critical applications that enable continuous high availability and secure operations in sectors like infrastructure, manufacturing, or energy.
Now, from our work together, I do know that this is where Core Series comes into play. Could you maybe talk about what made this the right choice for Siemens Industrial PCs?
Sure, then. Several factors made Intel Core Processor Series the perfect choice for us. The first one is the scalable compute capabilities and deterministic performance, which we really need for our customers. We use the Intel technology to offer consistent and deterministic workload performance. And with this, applications can be scheduled on various Intel CPU cores, for example, to meet the latency requirements which our customers have. And what is also a fact is that these processors are perfectly fitting industrial workstations. There we have thematic IPCs, rack server IPCs in our portfolio, which you can also see outside in the demo area. Which deliver a solid performance per dollar value. And last but not least, we highly appreciate the very good support which we get from you, Intel.
Yes, thank you so much. Now you're putting this to test, obviously this processor in tough environmental conditions. Can you maybe share a real example of how this translates into operational or real-world benefits in factories?
Sure, Dan. Time-coordinated computing capabilities enable ultra-low latency tasks. And that works seamlessly together with TSN, which I already saw on one of the slides, the TSN profile for industrial communication. And this enables to have a deterministic Profinet communication, including motion control. And this combination allows our customers to achieve industrial use condition reliability and without any compromises on performance, which is absolutely necessary for mission-critical applications in industrial environments where downtime simply isn't an option.
Well, that truly translates into real operation efficiencies. With that, I want to thank you for joining us today, and thank you for being a great partner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan.
So you close.
AI is rapidly transforming use cases and workflows at the edge. It's helping factories perform high-quality inspection and predictive analytics to help save them both time and money. It's helping quick-serve restaurants fulfill orders more quickly, as well as catch errors before it even reaches the customers. And it's helping cities assess emergency response situations and send the appropriate cities. And of course, it's helping healthcare professionals deliver quality care. Now let me share just one example in a little bit deeper fashion so we can see how this may evolve. Today, if a patient has a tumor or cyst, they go in, they get an ultrasound. That ultrasound manually captures the images. An assistant manually captures the images, and typically they take roughly 30 minutes. Those images are then sent to the radiologist. The radiologist analyzes those images, compares them to prior scans, writes out their diagnosis, sends that detailed report to a patient, typically taking a day or two. Now, let's consider how AI can improve that workflow. First, an AI assistant auto captures the images, really focuses on the area of concern or the area of interest. Second, those images are then sent to the radiologist. The radiologist uses AI to help them with their analysis, to perhaps enhance images or zero in on a lesion they want to inspect. Third, an AI agent transcribes the clinical notes. But what's most important here is that the radiologist remains in the loop the entire time. They verify the result, and they finalize their diagnosis. But instead of taking a day or two, it could take a few hours or perhaps a day. So the process is faster, it's more efficient, and it's delivering the quality of care that patients come to expect. That's the power of AI. AI can fundamentally change all aspects of our lives, from how we shop, to how we learn, to how we move around cities. And our goal is to make it easier for the entire value chain to deploy AI at the edge. And really get the innovation flywheel going much faster. And that's exactly why we created our open edge approach a year ago. And for the OSVs and ISVs in the audience, we've innovated. We've created our open edge software toolkit that's packed with AI libraries and the latest hardware and software optimizations. The code is out there on GitHub for the developer community. We're also offering our Edge AI suites. These include reference applications, sample code, libraries, tools, and benchmarks aimed at verticals. You can think about this as supporting those SIs, those ISVs, and those solution builders to help them jumpstart their AI application development. And today, we have 5 suites. We have manufacturing, retail, robotics, Metro for Smart City, and education for Smart Classroom. But I'm pleased to announce our 6th suite, which is for health and life sciences, that will be available later this quarter. This suite includes reference workloads, benchmarks, and tools to be able to support OEMs, ODMs, and solution builders when they deliver multimodal AI solutions for patient monitoring, both bedside patient monitors as well as wirelessly connected patient care systems, and helping enable those developers deliver real-time insight as the patient is being cared for. And for the hardware builders out there, we have our AI Edge systems. These are recommended best-known configurations that eliminate the guesswork of how much AI to add. We benchmark, we size, we verify these, and they support a range of form factors and use cases and performance tiers, and they, of course, also support our AI suites. ODMs and OEMs can use these to not only qualify their system, but also help characterize their performance. ISVs can use these as a starting point to onboard their applications and be confident that when they select a hardware partner, they're going to get the right performance out of the system. So if you're an ODM or OEM out there, you can deliver AI capabilities more quickly, with more confidence, and across a range of use cases. And as you can see here from our partner quotes, our partners are already starting to realize the value of getting to market more quickly, having confidence in the solution, and addressing a range of opportunities across so many different industries. We introduced AI systems a year ago. We already have over 80 solutions across 40 partners. So we have a wide range of options for both enterprises and solution builders to choose from. Advantech is one of those partners, and thus far they've qualified 5 systems, and I'm hearing that more are coming. With that, I'd like to welcome President Advantech Embedded Sector, Miller Chang, to share more on our collaboration. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miller Chang from Advantech. We are very focused on the edge computing and edge AI solution to support a diversified vertical application. So by leveraging Intel solution, open edge system is a great opportunity that we work together not only from the hardware product development point of view, but also from the software value added point of view. It's a great opportunity that we will work with Intel together.
Absolutely. No, thank you, Miller, and I appreciate really the long-standing collaboration. So maybe you want to share a bit more on how we partnered to verify your edge AI solutions and how that's helped you in the process.
Yeah, I can give you many examples. Like if you don't mind, take one page for all your reference. You see that Intel Core i3 Ultra solution is definitely the good solution that for the edge AI computing for many diversified vertical applications. As I mentioned earlier, there are many great advantages. One of the big advantages is that we don't need to add on the extra plug-in GPU card. That reduces the integration capacity, right? That's a big advantage to the solution who develop for the vertical market by leveraging the Intel Edge AI solution in silicon. Right. I can give you more example like robotic market. Right. The robotic market actually for many years in the industry started from the robot arm, the service robot, AGVM, and also new humanoid robot. Right. How come the humanoid robot implementation that need a very power consumption, efficiency, and also put the AI in the robotic brain is edge AI. So that's the reason we are quite happy to work with Intel to implement the Core Ultra 3, the silicon put into our genetic platform to support our customer phase to develop to the robot application.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we also have been working together on health, and we just introduced our health and life sciences AI suite. Can maybe share more in terms of how you could think about using that at Advantech?
Yeah, it's a very good thing that the healthcare and also the AI solution, the suite, as you mentioned earlier, just the previous page, right? It's a very good opportunity, also the very good experience that work with Intel, not only by hardware product solution development, but also you provide more and more the robotic suite, for example, right? Medical suite, for example, right? I can see that the software can really bring the great value added to convince of all our customers and our partners to speed up their vertical application development. So that's also the reason that we are very excited to see that announcement that we definitely can will invest the resources based on our platform to put the Intel software solution together to offer our customer an easy to develop and speak to the vertical market.
Yes. Thank you, Miller, and I definitely look forward to the continued collaboration.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, our partners and customers rely on Intel silicon. And as we all know, edge is certainly not one size fits all. We like to say that our processors need to fit the edge environment because we all know the edge environment is not going to change. And this is where our top to bottom roadmap truly shines. It's designed to support a wide range of use cases across so many industries. And we've provided integrated AI acceleration at every level in our roadmap. And put simply, in most edge use cases, our integrated AI acceleration is all that you need. This is where our new Core Ultra Series 3 comes into play. It's the first compute platform built on 18A. It's a strong product for both AI PC and the edge. And for the edge, it has so many edge capabilities. It supports embedded and industrial use conditions, supporting extended temp, supporting that real-time control and determinism, and, of course, time-sensitive networking. And when it comes to AI, often in the past, our customers have had to choose between the TCO, power, and the environmentals that we support and the performance or KPIs of a discrete AI accelerator. With Core Ultra Series 3, our customers no longer have to choose. This product offers leadership compute and integrated AI acceleration up to 180 TOPS. It has all the edge capabilities and reliability you come to expect and need for your edge designs, all while fitting within existing form factors, design points, power envelopes, and environmentals. It delivers the KPIs that matter. This is a game changer for edge AI. And of course, it's critical to have a partner where their SoC performs across all three engines, the CPU, the NPU, and the GPU. And as you can see here, our partners are already starting to see great results on workloads running our Core Ultra Series 3 as compared to other solutions in the market. Faster time to token, boost in performance per watt, improvements in policy throughput, and designs that can be simplified without the need for a costly, discrete GPU. One area we're very excited about is physical AI and robotics. And of course, I'm talking about humanoids, but I'm also talking about many other robotic elements, and it goes very broad from everything from robotic arms in factories, collaborative robots, to AMRs. So we have a great opportunity as a community to deploy today, learn, and continue to innovate across many use cases. Now, Intel has been part of the robotics journey for quite some time. We supported numerous robotic developments with real-time control for many, many years. But now, with our new Core Ultra processor, robot solution makers have the opportunity to use a single SoC for both physical AI and control instead of having to use two chips. So this, of course, improves their TCO and simplifies their design and really just makes it a lot easier for their engineering team. Less work, less time to deliver the solution. But at Intel, we're not done. We want to make it easier, and we want to drive innovation across robotics. So we've done two things that can really help this industry go faster. The first is we've introduced a hardware reference card to speed time to market for those hardware builders. The second thing we've done is we've introduced our Robotics AI suite. This suite includes sample code, reference applications, benchmarks, and tools. The software is open, it's modular, and it includes support for both ROS2 and physical AI with the latest VLA models. So our goal is to fuel innovation in this space, deliver robust solutions with the right TCO and the right KPIs so you can do your magic as an industry.
How?
And one of our partners doing pioneering work in physical AI and robotics is a company called Oversonic. They are deploying humanoids today in manufacturing facilities. So please welcome me and joining Paolo Denti, Oversonic CEO.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for having me. At Oversonic, since 2020, we develop industrial automation machine empowered by proprietary AI network and algorithms. Yeah. Here you can see it. We develop collaborative machines with the goal to support human beings in strenuous and alienating jobs, both in the industrial sector and in the healthcare sector.
And I see you brought a humanoid friend here today running Culture Series 3.
This is Robee, our humanoid for the healthcare sector, is M4. This machine is running clinical trials in real hospital with doctors, nurses, and real patients. The machine is supported with the new Series 3 processor. And I think that the best thing to go in deep and understand how this new processor fits in the system, I should ask probably Robee directly. And first of all, I like the machine to introduce himself.
Hi everyone, great to be here. I'm Robee, a cognitive humanoid robot designed to support clinicians and patients. My engineers at Oversonic stitched together some very sophisticated AI models. They run smoothly thanks to all the integrated acceleration from Intel under the hood. That means I deliver all for low latency and strict data privacy, both essential when working in hospitals. I can't gossip about patient or staff info, even when Paula tries to bribe me with more vacation days.
It happens. Robee, can you show them example of low latency response?
Absolutely. Paula, for instance, I can interpret your gestures in real time, like the way you just raised your eyebrows, which usually means you want me to speed up.
Great to meet you, Robee. Now, Paulo, I know our team's been working very closely. And as you evaluated different technologies, what kind of metrics or KPIs really are most important when you made the decision about Culture Series 3?
Thank you, Dan. We did, of course, extensive testing. We did test the Ultra Series 3, as well as some other processors. And of course, I think that the key aspect, the key topics for us has been for sure performance. You mentioned before, GPU, CPU, NPU, all at once meeting our needs in terms of AI when it comes to physical and agentic AI, as you can see. Consumption, that's another very important part. And our machine needs to run 8 hours continuously supporting humans. And so consumption is a big part of it. And with the Intel Core Ultra, we really are hitting our requirements. The value, the dollar per, it's really something that we can then deliver. It's kind of an important machine. And so all fits at once. And the UPS effect as well. So the real-time responsiveness, that's another very important part. All 4 aspects translate into lower total cost of ownership and an easier, let's say, development into the market.
Yes, absolutely. Now, that's great to hear you made a technology decision about your next generation platform. What can we expect?
Well, absolutely. Today, we are announcing that our next humanoid platform will be powered by Intel Core Ultra Series 3 processors. This represents a big step for us. We will targeting commercial deployment in Q3 2026 with humanoids operating in complex industrial environments. And I would say on top of it, we are very pleased to announce that by the 3rd quarter of this year, we are going to achieve the medical device class 2A certification to operate into real hospital with patients.
Wow, very impressive. Now I needed to ask my friend Robee a question. So Robee, how excited are you about using Culture Series 3?
How excited. I'm Intel inside and 100% emotionally overclocked.
Yeah, so this is truly exciting news, and it's really great to see all the innovation in action in Robee. And thank you for partnering, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of the phrase 100% emotionally overclocked. Okay. So thank you all. I really appreciate all you coming tonight. I appreciate you as partners. I do want to encourage you to check out the demos we have actually at this hotel tonight. And then also please check out our demos at the show floor in Embedded World. And as you can tell, hopefully you can tell that I'm excited about this space. And with AI, there's a new wave of innovation coming and all sorts of growth opportunities for all of us to partner on and truly deliver to the market. And at Intel, we're accelerating this through our open edge approach, investing in a top-to-bottom roadmap, introducing new products like our Intel Core Series 2 and our Intel Core Ultra Series 3 that's truly hopefully going to power all your products into the future. And I know as we work together, we're going to continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. And with that, again, I want to thank you, and I look forward to hopefully mingling with everyone tonight and then seeing you on the show floor at Embedded World. Thank you so much.